It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Coming up next.
In between the cities of Dallas and Fort Worth, it's Arlington, Texas, host to the grand mecca of football, AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here, the Roosters. Greg, we've been around for a minute, as the kids like to say. I called your games. There are guys who you played with back in your day who are now the veteran players in the league, and we got a couple of veterans here at quarterback. What a difference it makes for a team when they come in with a guy who knows what he's doing back at quarterback.
Oh, and it really does. And remember, Mike, the only way to gain experience is to gain experience. There's no magic formula. You got to be in the fire, make mistakes, make great plays, learning lessons. The more you see, the better you get. And no position is that more magnified than in the NFL at the quarterback position. So the fact that these guys have played so many games, so many seasons, they've seen so much, that's a huge advantage for each of these teams. Now the question is, in today's matchup, who comes out on top?
Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There aren't many quarterbacks in this league who come under the microscope as often as this guy does. I mean, he isn't perfect by any means, but you can certainly do a lot worse than having him lined up as your guy leading your offense. He has the athleticism to bail himself out of bad situations, but also the arm talent to make every throw on the field. So as long as he protects the ball, that's been the biggest thing in his career. If he can do that, man, he's as good as they come in this league.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete to Elliott. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll throw again. Dak. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. Everyone talks about being balanced. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more.
And he's in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders, now year 2 with the Saints. Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Carr going to look to throw right away. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Carr. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Carr now. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the fish in? And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Alvin Kamara, touchdown Saints.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Covante Turpin on the return. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And that is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll run Zeke up the middle. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal. They'll run. Here's Elliott. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. We are through one. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Second and 11. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. Here now, 3rd and 5. Carr working out of the gun. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Back is Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Carr. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cowboys offense and veteran Ezekiel Elliott making their way back out. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Pistol now for Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. 17 yards on that play. First down, Cowboys.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
First down, Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Again, Prescott to the air. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a screen set up for Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. The Cowboys will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Kamara. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. This one complete right side. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Saints first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
Carr now to throw on first down. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll run a draw now. It's Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. Carr to throw. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Carr now on 2nd down. He's got it at the 7. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Carr. That is caught, and he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He knocks it through. The Saints draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. First and 10. Here's Prescott. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's a saying on defense, Mike, tips and overthrows, you've got to get those. Those got to turn into interceptions. So if you're the offense here, after you saw that ball batted in the air, man, I can promise you it felt like a lifetime waiting to see if it just falls harmlessly to the ground.
Second down, Prescott. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple. A tough spot here. Third and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's complete to Elliott. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. This one is caught by Moreau. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Shaheed with the catch. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Second down and 3. Olave is the motion man. Second down, Carr. He's got room at the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop him. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Carr. This is caught at the 2. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Now Carr. He puts it up, and it's caught. A.T. Perry. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints cut the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Going to start this on the ground with Elliott. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll stick with Elliott. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Demario Davis there on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, here's Zeke. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. Here's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Whoa.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
3rd and 6. Dak to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Dallas. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. and make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Back is Carr. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
First down throw for Carr. Off he goes. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
First down, New Orleans.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The break, the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Carr now. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he will score! Game on! Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Group B now, on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Play fake. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
They'll run. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
On first down, Carr. He'll look underneath here and find Kamara. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Left side into the hands of Olave. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll run here. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Carr to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll go play action with Carr, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to tie things up here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A good return as he takes it across the 30. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the play fake. Dak. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They come to the line for this one. 3rd down, needing 3. Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Here's Elliott, and he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Carr. Quick throw here is complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Carr now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. What work after the catch. That one picks up 29 yards. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down. Kamara. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Now they'll use their final timeout here. Really puts them in a tough spot. They're going to kick it now, risk another play. Time will tell. So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to force overtime. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one fielded at the 15. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now going to get a stoppage, injured player. Oh, it's CeeDee Lamb who is shaken up. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. Here's 1st and 10. Now a first throw here in overtime. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's 2nd and 6. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, different than the college game, these offensive linemen, they're blocking for the run. But if that ball gets pulled, the pass option of the play, they're not allowed downfield. In the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
He was looking for Elliott out of the backfield. And it'll be 2nd down. And now, since we are in overtime, all challenges come from the replay officials. So we will get another look at this one. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
We'll toss here to Zeke. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
That was just a race to the edge, and in this case, Mike, he just wasn't the winner. I mean, at this point, when the defense is out there waiting for you, it's tough for any runner in this league to even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Prescott. This one intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 & 1. 2 From the shotgun, it's Carr. Shaheed with the catch. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
On 1st and 10, Carr. There's that man again, another catch. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5.
Still first down.
Back is Carr. This is caught at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.